Hey everyone, this is the Theorem. Today's topic is about slope. Slope is basically incline, the steepness, the rule that keeps lines linear. You'll see this in linear equations. Slopes that have larger absolute values are steeper, while those with lower absolute values are less steep. And just a little recap, absolute value is basically the distance away from zero. Positive slopes go up, while negative ones go down. So, how do you get slope? One way is if you have a coordinate plane. Take 2 points and basically how many squares down or up you have to go, divided by the squares you have to go either left or right to go to it. Maybe an example might help. Okay, let's look at these points. -5, 1, and -3, 2. We have to rise up 1 and go to the right 2. Since we're going right and up, it's a positive slope, so our slope is a half. Another method is to use when you don't have a grid. You're basically going to take 2 points and whichever one appears first is going to be the first point. You're going to take both points as y values and subtract them. Second point y minus first point y value divided by the second point x value minus first point x value. Show them an example. Okay, fine, squared out. Okay, we'll use -5, 1, our first point, and -3, 2, the second point. If you're wondering why -5, 1 is our first point and why -3, 2 is our second point, think about it like this. The x values are increasing. We went from -5 to -3, and the y values are also increasing. So because of that increase, we're going to make our lowest point the first point, and then our next highest point is -3, 2. Hey guys, square dot here. Okay, I have a question. I'm not in the mood for math, but what would we do with negative slopes? Also, I really want to play video games. This method also works for negative slopes, but the idea here is if the top or bottom part of the slope is negative, then the entire thing is negative, hence why you'll get a negative slope. Regardless, we are not done yet with slopes, everyone. Please hang in there. Oh, we're almost done there. We have 2 more slopes. We have 0 and undefined slopes. 0 slopes are going to be straight lines horizontally like the horizon, or a worm. Anyways, undefined slopes are a straight vertical line like skyscrapers. What's cool about 0 and undefined slopes is that they're both perpendicular to each other, so they form 90 degrees, and perpendicular lines are formed with opposite reciprocal slopes. In 0 slopes, you don't have a rise, just a run, which is just 0 divided by the run's amount. This was just going to give you 0, hence why you have a 0 slope. However, in undefined slopes, you're dividing by 0 because you got no run. Hence why it's undefined. So there you have it. And here are some practice problems. Square dot can do this with you. What? So here are some problems. Share these with your friends and stay tuned for more.